What is up? My name is Matthew Makak, and if this is your first time on the channel, welcome on into Room 51. I'm coming at you with a mind over meta about why are people not buying this game? Please be sure to subscribe if you like this sort of content, like the video, give your comments down below, it all really helps. Thank you so much. But without further ado, let's get on into this. So Conquest Princess, fashion is power. So if you've followed my content, you know that I am in love with this game. It is so good, and I also love it because of the representation that it has in it, LGBTQ plus specifically representation. Now, I went to a convention not all that long ago, and I saw that they were selling this game at the convention. There was a whole tower of them, and it was really, really cool. And Seppi Yoon, the designer of the game, was also running demos of the game all day, every day, essentially. But I realized that the game wasn't doing so well in terms of sales, and I was wondering why that was, because it has 2 Game of the Year award nominations, and actually, so it had that at the convention, the 2 nominations. Post the convention, it actually won at least one of them. I know that by the Hungry Reviewer, which is really, really cool, and I'm so glad that he chose this game. But anyway, so if it has the Game of the Year award nominations, that must mean that this game is mechanically sound. It is a good game, and it is fun enough to be nominated for these awards. So why not, right? Like, it's got the space theme. A lot of people like space theme, right? I mean, there's a bunch of space theme games out there that sell really well, and they do well. They are all fun. Well, not all of them, but a lot of them are fun. And this is no exception. It's got, you know, that theme, and, you know, it's got co-op. A lot of people like co-op. So what is going on? I have 2 thoughts on this. First thought is LGBTQ plus phobia. So if you know a little bit about this game, then you know that this has representation in it, LGBTQ plus representation in it. It's got non-binary characters. It's got mostly women or female characters in the game, which is very, very cool. And the rulebook even does this thing where it shows all the pronouns of each of the characters that are in the game, which is very, very cool. I love that Seppi took the time to do that. So I think that that is part of it. It also, if you know Seppi Yoon, you know that he is part of the LGBTQ plus community. He is also of a minority race. So well, actually, I'll get into that in a second. But you know he's part of the LGBTQ plus community, so I wonder if he is also getting some hate for that. People tend to shy away from games that have representation in it. Now, part of why I love this game is because of the LGBTQ plus representation in it. It's super colorful. It's got rainbows all over the place. There's just a lot of representation, not just LGBTQ plus representation, but like racial, body image, body size, all that kind of jazz. And all kinds of different genders are in this game. So that is so dope. But I think that there are people who are not buying this game because of that reason. So I'm just going to call it like it is. Now, the second reason, and I think it's the more prominent reason, due to it being at a convention and maybe people not knowing about the game, is misogyny, toxic masculinity, and internalized misogyny. I know that was 3 things, but they all go into the same genre. So I think because this is called Conquest Princess, right? Now, this has this connotation that, you know, yeah, it's about women being the primary focus of the game and being the heroes of the game. And unfortunately, a lot of folks don't like that, which is really sad, actually. The other piece is that it's fashion is power. Now, fashion, I've spoken about this in another queer review on Pret-a-Porter, and I spoke about it being that, like, a fashion game is seen as something more feminine, a more feminine thing to do, a more feminine theme, design, all that jazz. And so people will shy away from that, especially cis men. Um, and that, again, it's really sad that that is the case, because this is a really good game, and I think it's great that it has women being at the forefront of this game, and you know, showing that, like, the thing with fashion is power in this game is that your gender expression matters, right? And this goes for everyone. Fashion and style, that goes for everyone. You get to express yourself no matter what gender you are. Fashion is not just for the feminine or women. It's for everyone. And so I think that that's what's been going on, and that's why this game is not selling as well as it should be. And I also think it's because not a whole lot of bigger time content creators are covering this game. So if you are a bigger content creator, why aren't you covering this game? You are losing out on an opportunity to make a difference in this hobby, I think, by not covering this game. It is so good, and it deserves more hype, more love, and more respect, to be quite frank. So let me know what you think down in the comments. Am I wrong? Maybe. Not really. I don't think so. But I want to know. Do you think I'm wrong? Do you agree with me? Disagree with me? What are your thoughts as to why this game might not sell very well right now, or especially at a convention? And it was a big time convention, by the way. I'm not saying the name of the convention because they declined to give me a media badge. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I will catch you all next time.